Hi students, welcome to the class. So before starting with our next class, so today we'll be doing English language. But before starting with English language, let's discuss previous assignment. All right. So let's get started. So question answers we have discussed already. So the first part of your assignment was, the first question of your assignment was to do question answers in your notebook. So the second part was to do page number 15 and 17 in your book itself. So we have to find from this paragraph, we have to find 5 proper nouns and 5 common nouns. But out of those 5 proper nouns and common nouns, one has been done for us. So read the paragraph and spot 5 proper and 5 common nouns. Write them in the correct columns. One each has been done for you. Okay, let's start and let's underline it. Okay. Toto was happy. So Toto is name of a person. So this is a proper noun. He was going to meet his friend Dabby Frog. Now students, listen to me very carefully. Okay. So here friend is a common noun. Dabby Frog. Okay, now Dabby, it starts with capital letter. It is name of a person, name of a animal. But we are talking about particular animal or particular person here. So that's why this is a proper noun. Now, why frog is also a proper noun? Because it is in this particular sentence, the frog also starts with capital letters. So for this sentence, the frog is also a proper noun. Okay? Because we are talking about a particular frog here. Second line, he kept some colored pencils. Pencils again common noun. An apple, apple again common noun. A flute, again flute common noun. And a book, book again common noun in his bag. Bag is again a common noun. So again, he kept some colored pencils, an apple, a flute and a book in his bag for his friend. Friend, already we have underlined common noun in the previous line. Toto's mother, Mrs. Bolt. Now, you should always remember that Mr., Mrs. or Professor, Doctor, all of these are also proper noun. So this Mrs. is proper noun. Again, Bolt is name of a person. This again is proper noun. So Toto's mother, Mrs. Bolt, mother is a common noun. Okay. Toto's mother, Mrs. Bolt, asked him if he knew the way to Dappy's house. Now in this line, we have already underlined the proper and the common noun. Now Toto, Dabby was already underlined earlier, so that's why I'll not underline those which we have already underlined. Toto nodded and wrote Dabby's address on a piece of paper for his mother. Toto got into the bus, bus again common noun, and soon fell asleep. Later, he saw that he had forgotten the bag of goodies at home. Alright, now while writing, proper noun Toto, Dabby, Dappy, Frog, Mrs. and Bolt. Common noun, friend, pencils, apple, flute, book, bag, friend, mother, bus. There are many common nouns, okay? But for proper noun, you have to be very careful in this paragraph. Alright? Also, page number 17 is there. So, Toto wrote a letter to Aunt Ruby. Listen carefully and fill in the blanks. Fun with friends. Toto went cycling with his friends because, see, the title itself shows fun with friends. Lopo Lizard was sad because, probably he was sad because he could not go with them. Groggy Grasshopper wore a grasshopper is green in color. So I just gave a green cap and a green shirt. You can give any other color also. You can fill it on your own also. But it has to be meaningful. Linda Ladybug was wearing her red dress with black dots. Since Ladybug has that shell sort of a thing which is black and red. They went on a picnic at the lake or pond because most of these creatures lived nearby or in lake or pond. So that's why I assume like that. So I filled like that. Anna Ant was in a red dress. ants, red ants. I'm talking about red ants here in this sentence, but there are also black ants. You can fill according to your choice, okay, but it has to be meaningful. Then next is writing. Read what Toto wrote about himself. Name Toto, age 7 years, birthday 14th August, family mum and dad. Best thing about me, I can swim really well. I like to wear a cap and a pair of red shoes. I like to eat fish and leaves. I want to be a sailor. So now write 6 sentences about yourself. Obviously, I cannot write sentences on you. You have to write sentences on yourself on your own. Okay? So sentences you can write like, my name is so and so. I am 7 years old or 6 years old, and my birthday falls on. You have to mention date. Then you can write about your family members. Anything. You have to write 6 sentences on yourself. Okay? I hope you understood your assignment. I hope you understood your answers also. So just go through this video and you'll come to know about the correct answers. You can also use your own thinking while writing answers, but it has to be grammatically correct. Okay, so answers, I would prefer that you copy my answers so that it becomes easy for you people to learn and you learn it correctly. But like for other exercises where you have to write sentences on your own, you have to use your own creativity to form sentences. That's it. Okay. So students, today we'll start with sentences. So sentence formation is very important. Once you know how to frame sentences, it is going to be very easy for you people to write, to read. Okay, so let's get started with sentences. So today we'll start with sentences. So what's a sentence, students? There are 2 important points you should always remember about sentence. It is a group of words that make sense. Okay, so what is a sentence? A group of words that makes sense is called a sentence. Now the next thing you should know about sentences, a sentence always begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Okay, a sentence always begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Now let me tell you what I mean by a sentence is a group of words that makes sense. Now let me tell you about it. Just look at the second sentence. Boy, the walking home is. It contains all the words that are important to form a sentence. But since these words are not properly arranged, it is making no sense. So this is not a sentence. Also, see, it doesn't start with a capital letter and it doesn't end with a full stop. Now let's see this first sentence. The boy is walking home. It makes a complete sense. We are talking about a boy who's walking home. So it starts with a capital letter and it ends with a full stop. That's why this is a sentence, whereas this is not a sentence. Now students, let's see the next example. Okay, cat Lulu every day with plays her. Does it make any sense? No, it doesn't make any sense. Alright, now let's see the proper sentence. Lulu plays with her cat every day. Now it makes complete sense. Lulu, L capital, and it ends with a full stop. Let's take another example. Lalit neatly. So here Lalit neatly, does it make any sense? Lalit neatly what? It is not giving us full information. This is not making complete sense. So Lalit writes neatly, starts with capital letter and ends with a full stop, and this makes complete sense. Lalit writes neatly. It is a sentence. Okay. So students, just now we saw how sentences are formed and what is a sentence. So basically a sentence is a group of words that makes some sense, and also a sentence begins with a capital letter and it ends with a full stop. Alright, always remember these 2 points. Now let's see the types of sentences. Alright, let's see. So students, in types of sentences, first let's talk about statement. A sentence that gives information is called a statement. It ends with a full stop. Okay, a sentence that gives some sort of information and also it ends with a full stop. Let's see examples. The sky is blue. So this gives us information about the sky, that it is blue. Alright. The ducks are in the pond. It gives us information about the ducks, that where are they? They are in the pond. So it begins with a capital letter and ends with full stop. Alright. Now the other type of sentence is questions. A sentence that asks for information is called a question. It ends with a question mark. A sentence in which some sort of information is asked. Such sentences are known as question. And it ends with, now when we are talking about questions, it has to end with a question mark. Example, how are you? Where is my bag? Alright, and it ends with a question mark. And it starts with capital letter, okay? Remember this thing. But it ends with question mark. Now, next is commands or requests. A sentence can give a command or make a request. Such sentences may end with a full stop or an exclamation mark. Exclamation mark is this, and full stop you have read earlier also. So a sentence can give a command or make a request. Okay, so such sentences are known as command or request sentences, and it ends with either a full stop or exclamation mark. Now particularly talking about exclamation mark, it shows strong feelings or command. The cake is so tasty. So this shows the feeling of joy. So that's why it ends with an exclamation mark. Do not touch the fruits with dirty hands. It shows some kind of strong feelings. This is command. This also ends with exclamation mark. Now, the other example for command and request are do your homework. This is a command. Kindly bring me a glass of water. This is a request. And it ends with full stop. So students, the sentence also depends on the way we speak. So the same sentence can be, if we are speaking it in a very normal way, it could be a statement. But if we are speaking with some kind of strong emotions, strong feeling, it can become we can put an exclamation mark at the end of it. For example, if I say, the cake you baked was very tasty. Okay, this is in a normal manner I've just stated. So this is a normal statement. So we are going to start with the capital letter and will end with a full stop. But if I say like this, the cake is so tasty. So did you see the difference? So it shows my strong feelings that I really liked the cake. So when a strong feeling is shown in a sentence, then we have to put an exclamation mark at the end of it. Okay, so this is how you frame sentences. Let's do a quick recap of whatever we have done in the class today. So we have just read about a sentence. So what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words that make sense. It starts with a capital letter and it ends with a full stop. First thing. Now the second thing is types of sentences. The first is a statement. A statement states, it gives some sort of information. What examples did we discuss today? The sky is blue. It is a statement, just a simple statement. So it starts with a capital letter and it ends with a full stop. The next one is question. When we ask for some sort of information, okay, for example, what is your name? So here also it starts with a capital letter, but since this is a question, so it has to end with a question mark. So the third and the last kind of sentence is command or request. So a command or request, it can end with either a full stop or an exclamation mark, depending on the way a sentence is spoken. Now let me give you example of a sentence in command or request that starts with capital letter and ends with a full stop. Kindly get me a glass of water. So this is a plain sentence. It shows some kind of request. I'm making a request in this sentence by saying kindly. So it starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Now there is example of another sentence. It is, the cake is so tasty. Now here so, when I've said it is so tasty, so it shows some kind of strong emotions. So that's why such sentence which shows strong feeling, it starts with a capital letter and ends with a ends with an exclamation mark. All right. So today we have covered sentences. We'll continue with it in our next video as well. Kindly complete your assignments on time, and again reminding you, write your name and class on top of the assignment, and take good care of yourself. Stay safe.